This video should let you know why, as a black African, we don't need to encourage traveling anywhere again. Nobody actually loves us like you would think, except for our own people. And so we need to invest our time and resources into developing our own continent, our countries for ourselves. I say this because Germany, the country Germany in Europe, wanted to expand their territory. Nazi Germany wanted to rule the world. So even before the First World War will begin, they were scouting for where to find the resources to sustain their push for world dominance. Ladies and gentlemen, this brought them to Africa. They came to Namibia, Tanzania, Rwanda, Burundi, Cameroon, even Nigeria, Chad, Gabon, and in Togo. At the time they arrived, we weren't cut out in the borders we have today as countries. So they colonized these regions for a short while, and I'll tell you about why they couldn't stay longer in Africa in a minute. But in Namibia, they wanted their fertile grazing lands to raise cattle. So they resorted to seizing the lands of the Herero and the Nama people, which was, as a matter of fact, their main source of livelihoods for their people. The indigenous people were dispossessed, pushed into poverty, and forced into labor. Tensions arose because of that, and the indigents went against the Germans. And that's when the Germans thought they could annihilate them entirely to have that piece of land to themselves. The Herero people revolted in 1904, and the Nama people joined in the following year. And under the German general Lothar von Trotha, a brutal campaign was launched on the people by the German general to exterminate both the Herero and the Nama people. Ladies and gentlemen, the massacre began and thousands died in just 1 year. In my research, one thing was clear to me. The main reason the German troop didn't completely exterminate the local people and take over that land and couldn't stay longer in Africa was because the First World War was almost about starting. They had to go back to their country and fight in Europe. That is the main reason. So when you check across board, ladies and gentlemen, by 1914 to 1918, Germany had lost control of all their territories in Africa to either the British or the French because of the war starting in Europe. That was the same time the First World War was started and ended.